Hello, Remix Galaxy, and anyone else that's watching. My name is Rayza, and I just wanted to make a quick screencast of my Greatest Dancer session. If you've been making music for a year and a half, 2 years, you probably won't find much new information here, but you never know. I like watching other people's tutorials and just seeing if I can learn a new technique or whatever. That's what it's all about. Just getting better all the time. So I'm not a professional music producer. I just do this for fun. I don't sell my music or anything. It's just a hobby. So yeah, let's get started. Just at the starting here, I just have my cut up sample pads from the original tune. Just cut it up in a stuttery kind of way. Added a little beat along with it, and the whole thing is filtered. So all that there is just mostly of the high end. In the final version, I added also a phaser onto this starting to just give it a little more depth and texture to it as well. So filter on the start, and then when we really get started here with the main beat and everything, everything's back to normal. I got the big kicks and bass line in there. It just makes that opening a little more effective if it's a contrast of the filter, like you got no low end and then you go boom, here's everything. It's a typical opening technique, everyone knows it. So yeah, also what I wanted to mention in our sample pads is that yeah, I've got this, I'm using Filter Freak, and I would suggest that if you're gonna do something like this, make sure you bypass your effect if you're not using it, because you can put the mix all the way to dry, but I don't know, it might color your sound a bit. I would just be safe. Make sure you automate it to turn itself off once you're done with it. And that's with everything. Like, you never know what certain programs are going to be doing to your sound, so just bypass it if you don't need it. Anyway, so we've got our main loop there. And also what I did, another trendy typical thing that people are doing these days, is the sidechain compressor. What that means is well, I'll let you hear it. See, it's the volume is going up and down and up and down. That's because I have another sound triggering the compressor. So on the beat 1, 2, 3, 4, there it's dipping down in volume, and it's just, originally it was to just keep the kick really prominent in the mix for dance music and stuff like that. But I mean, it's just a cool effect, and people love using it, and it's almost in every dance song nowadays, just to really keep the kick tight. And yeah, I've done it on my bass line here as well. So you'll see this is automation, opening up the filter a little bit all the way to the end. So it just sort of fades in. It's there, and it just slowly fades in. Eventually, that's the main low end is the bass, and I'm using Nexus. I love Nexus. It's not a synthesizer per se. It's a Rompler. It's pre-recorded sounds, but it is so diverse and so amazing. It sounds great. Like, it's such a great investment. Nexus, love it. So I've got my low end of the bass there, and then as well I've got the high sort of offbeat bass, just to emphasize it a bit. You know, you got a full range of bass there. I really think it's important to have lots of layers on your bass line. It's one of the most important parts of your song, especially in dance music, and I make dance music a lot. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've also got a bit of a high end, really subtle here. You hardly hear this in the mix, but it's there. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're watching this in low quality, you're not going to hear all the stereo-ness of this. So make sure if you're watching this on YouTube to put it on higher quality so you get the stereo audio. Anyway, we've got this. Just another layer. It's not really a melody per se. It's just something there to just sort of add to the mix. For the vocals, I've got the ladies again are chopped up a bit. Just real subtle, just in the background, and then
let's go head to head.
I sort of found that off by accident. Just the guys saying, let's go head to head. That was the background for the main vocals, but I sort of tease and like sort of have a foreshadowing, I guess. Let's go head to head. They say it a couple times. It bounces. That's automated as well. Got one guy doing it on the left, right. And then the main dude comes in and said, "Let's go head to head." I don't know. It's just a. I just thought it worked out pretty well. Just a bit of foreshadowing, and as well here, just before we get to those next 16 bars. Well, that's what it sounds like without the sidechain, actually. Not very interesting, but once you put the sidechain on there, that's a pretty cool driving bass line, right? So just bring it down. I think, well, in my music anyway, I try to keep every 16 bars has something new and fresh to the listener. I don't know, just trying to keep it interesting all the time. So we get through that part, and then it just cuts right back down. A lot of the unnecessary bass stuff is gone. Even the main sample pads, the guitars from the original, they're all gone. Just to punctuate it and really make it stand out. This guy's voice is like in your face, and that's all you're listening to, right?
Let's go head to head. This the spot to go. Mano a mano, let me see what you got. Pop up, rock, lock.
So he's there. Yeah, I put a bit of reverb on there as well. And the background guys, I really made that really low in the mix. It's okay. I wasn't blown away by it. It's just something there just to have something extra. Then we bring back our sample pads again, and this again, back and forth, panned left and right. Back to it. So all together. Oops, what am I doing here? Okay.
Man, even the old folks wanna dance. Yo, you can see my feet move.
And also, dance music, lots of effects. We got crashes, sweeps, fills, all throughout. You'll find every 16 bars I've got some sort of effect going on there. It's really important dance music. Oops, sorry, let me just play that. Just another punctuation mark. Bring back all the sample pads again, and we've got this. This is one of my favorite. I just sort of made this by accident. I love that sound. It's amazing. And that was actually going to be a bass line. I was trying to sort of write a funky kind of bass line, and it just wasn't working out, so I just started flipping through patches. This is Massive, by the way, by Native Instruments. Really amazing synth for making big, fat, nasty pads, but also really cool high synth sounds as well. So I was flipping through the patches, just trying to get inspired. This one popped up, and I'm like, wow, let's just throw that on top of everything. So that's on top. I've also added new pads for the second half of that 16 bars. Just more filling and building until we go. We got the ladies coming back in here. So everything together.
Yo, you can see my feet moving, my shoes smoking, got the crowd wide open, there's a party, y'all. We got the party jumping like a ball.
And it's really thick and nice here. So that continues on for a bit. Got a little fill here at the end before it breaks down to the main chorus.
Wanna find the greatest dancer, let's go.
And I noticed in some of the songs that they didn't get, like, a lot of the guys didn't get the chords right on this. It does change, like the keys totally changed from the original, just the raps here, and then the girls singing Greatest Dancer, like, I don't know, like, you gotta watch your key clashes and stuff there. I mean, it was hard for me. I'm not very good at chords. It was kind of hard for me to find the right chords to use, but eventually, just trial and error, you find them.